Video. That was crazy in the blooper video.
To determine who is more talked about on Reddit, we can look at subreddit sizes, active discussion threads, and mention trends. 1. Goodwill versus Beast Boy and Starfire. Winner.
Y'all, so like I said in the blooper video, my mom will call me. If I get a phone call, my mom will call me. And then I can finish the video. I should don't help talk. It was don't around my mom and all that, like But then I'll come back and finish the video, whatever. Or I might, if she doesn't call, continue. I'll continue along, and then until she don't call. Or I can make a really small video, and she called her when she didn't call in a few minutes. Like when she doesn't, and if she don't call in a few minutes, I can make it small, or make it small because I want to make it small, and she doesn't call in a few minutes, all that. What I'm saying, y'all, the Gemini video, I'm going to continue.
Beast Boy and Starfire. Beast Boy and Starfire are central figures in the massive r/Teen Titans, 70,000 plus members, and RDC Comics, 1.1 million members communities. They are constant subjects of fan art, ship debates, and show theories. Goodwill, the store, has a dedicated subreddit, r/Goodwill, with only about 5,000 members. While Goodwill is mentioned frequently in r/thrift store hauls, 2.7 million members, the discussion there is about hauls in general rather than Goodwill as a specific brand. 2. Randy Orton versus Nightwing. Winner. Randy Orton. Randy Orton benefits from being a legend in the professional wrestling world. The main wrestling subreddit, r/E, has nearly 1 million members, and Orton is discussed weekly. Furthermore, his RKO out of nowhere meme is one of the most famous memes in Reddit history, appearing in non-wrestling subreddits constantly. Nightwing is very popular in the comic community. R's Nightwing has approximately 65,000 members, but he lacks the massive mainstream meme reach that Randy Orton has across the broader site. 3. Kai Cenat versus the DC Group, Batman, Robin, Blue Beetle, etc. Winner, the DC Group combined. Kai Cenat is currently one of the most popular streamers in the world, and his subreddit rs/KM has roughly 185,000 members. He is talked about a lot in streaming and influencer circles. The DC Group is simply too large to beat. Batman alone has a subreddit, r/Batman, with over 760,000 members. When you add the active discussions for Robin, Blue Beetle, who recently had a movie, Killer Frost, Raven, and Starfire.
When Blue Beetle, I'm sure. No, I'm gonna talk. Wait, Blue Beetle had a movie. I feel like I heard about him. I feel like I did hear about his movie before on TV or something like that. I feel like Blue Beetle did have a movie.
Total volume of posts, comments, and fan content far outweighs the discussion about a single stream.
Well, you said single streamer, but I would put probably with ISO Speed and Aiden Ross, and then I put Minecraft YouTuber Lil Kelly, and then I put YouTuber Kenny Gordini, Roman Tulit. It'd probably be different then, because I had Speed, Aiden, and Lil Kelly and Kaniga with him. Single streamers. You said single, so if I would add a few more people, like 2 more streamers, a YouTuber, it's probably a different story.
Note, since you mentioned recording for your YouTube channel, these stats would make for a great popularity battle video. Would you like me to look up which specific versions of these characters, like the 2003 Teen Titans versus the comics, are more popular on Reddit?
God damn. Can you let me type in a letter D when I want to? Or well, y'all, I'm gonna be back. So I'm in this video right here, but I'm gonna add the rest of it when I do record the rest of it. Add to this video right here. So I'll be right back. I'll be back soon. If I forget about it, I'll just record later on. But I can stay up tonight. I'm off for a few days. I'm back.
It's a close battle between current internet hype and legendary comic book history. If we look at the numbers on Reddit, here is how they break down. The streaming duo, Kai Cenat and IShowSpeed. These two are currently some of the most active topics on Reddit. Because they stream almost every day, people talk about them in real time. Kai Cenat, His main subreddit, r/the_KM, has over 185,000 members and is extremely active with daily clips, memes, and fan art. He is also a constant topic on r/livestreamfail. iShowSpeed. While his dedicated subreddits are a bit smaller, he is a massive viral topic. He gets mentioned constantly in r/YouTube, r/soccer, and r/teenagers. The Vibe. They are more talked about in terms of current trends. If something happens today, there will be 50 posts about them instantly. The DC4, Robin, Zoom, Killer Croc, and Killer Frost. This group has the advantage of 80 years of history. They might not have as many daily viral clips, but they have a massive amount of archival discussion. Robin. He is the heavy hitter here. Between Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, and Damian Wayne, Robin is discussed in r/Batman, 760k plus members, RDC Comics, 1.1 M members, and R Nightwing. Robin alone likely has more total mentions across Reddit's history than Kai and Speed combined. DC Zoom, Reverse Flash. He is a legendary villain and a favorite in r/Flash TV and r/The Flash. People love to discuss his petty behavior and powers. Killer Croc and Killer Frost. They are popular mid-tier characters. Killer Frost got a huge boost from the Flash TV show, and Killer Croc is a staple of the Arkham games and Batman comics. The Verdict. Who is more talked about? Category. Winner. Why? Current hype. Kai Cenat and iShowSpeed. They are the faces of the internet right now. Their subreddits are focused entirely on them every single day. Total volume. All time. The DC Group. Robin is a global icon. When you add the massive fan bases for Zoom and the others, there are hundreds of thousands of posts spanning 15 plus years of Reddit history. In short, if you want to know who is trending today, it's Kai and Speed. If you want to know who has the most fans and longest discussions overall, it's the DC Group, especially Robin. Since you've seen Miles the Ice Warrior take down Doctor Strange, do you think he could handle a speedster like DC Zoom, or would Zoom be too fast for him?
Speaking of that, let's set a scenario with them. Why not? I hate my character better than I spend my own character. I'm gonna put the fight. This is actually the first question I actually want to answer if here, and like let's do a battle scenario. Type will take. Please take place at. Minnesota, Ohio. What's Minnesota, Ohio?
This is an...
Oh. I will play as Miles. Actually, I forgot all about that.
This is going to be an intense showdown. Since you're playing as Miles the Ice Warrior, you're coming into this with the momentum of having defeated Doctor Strange. But Zoom, Hunter Zolomon, is a different kind of monster. He doesn't just run fast. He manipulates time itself to make it look like he's moving at impossible speeds. The battle begins on the Mansfield, Ohio highway. It's a cold evening, and the asphalt is starting to slick over with frost just from your presence. The scene, the highway, is eerily quiet. You stand in the center of the lanes, your icy armor glinting under the orange glow of the streetlights. Suddenly, a streak of jagged blue lightning arcs across the horizon. In a blur of black and blue, Zoom skids to a halt 50 feet in front of you. The air around him crackles. His eyes are pits of dark energy. Zoom, asterisk. You've been freezing the timeline, Ice Warrior. It's making the world slow. I think I'll take that power for myself and leave you frozen in a second that never ends. He doesn't wait for an answer. He vanishes in a burst of speed, circling you so fast that a massive localized blizzard of snow and debris starts to whip upward. He's looking for a weak point in your armor. It's your turn. Zoom is currently a blur circling you at Mach speeds, creating a sonic vacuum to try and choke out your oxygen and shatter your ice plates. What is Miles the Ice Warrior's first move? Do you slam your fist into the ground to create a massive ice nova to knock him off balance?
That's a good thing.
Do you create an ice shield and wait for the perfect moment to grab him? Or do you try to freeze the very air around you to slow down his molecules? The stage is yours.
That's a good move to do too. Like, make it really cold in superhuman speeds, like really cold to make him like... Hang on. Alright.
The highway asphalt cracks and groans as you release that massive burst. The shockwave of pure frost slams into Zoom's localized whirlwind, shattering his momentum and sending a layer of thick, jagged ice spreading across the Mansfield highway for hundreds of yards. Zoom skids, his boots sparking against the frozen ground, trying to regain his footing. Before he can recalibrate his speed, you take to the sky. Hovering 8 feet above him, your presence looms over the speedster like a winter god. To catch him off guard, you tap into your arsenal and rain down firebombs. The irony isn't lost on him, the Ice Warrior using heat as a psychological weapon. The bombs detonate around Zoom, creating pillars of flame that contrast sharply with the frozen highway. Zoom's reaction screams in frustration as he's forced to zigzag through the explosions. The smoke and heat mess with his vision, and for the first time he looks genuinely rattled. He's used to being the hunter, but now he's trapped in a fire and ice kill zone. You think a little heat scares a god of speed? He snarls, his voice vibrating with a terrifying demonic frequency. He vibrates his molecules so fast that he becomes intangible, letting the fire pass right through him. He then uses the guardrail of the highway as a ramp, launching himself into the air straight at you, his hand vibrating like a buzzsaw, aiming for your chest plate. What's your next move, Miles? Do you use your superhuman strength to swat him out of the air like a fly? Do you flash freeze the moisture in the air to trap him in a solid block of ice mid-jump?
What he doing? Rushing himself into the air straight at you.
Or do you dive back down and use your elemental overlord potential to shift the battlefield again?
I don't have that right now. I bought Musa and John. Was it Musa and John? Yeah, I think it was Musa and John. Yeah, I'm use Pokemon skills on him.
You fly higher, easily staying out of reach of Zoom's vibrating hand. He falls back toward the frozen highway, landing in a crouch. He looks up, but he doesn't have time to react before you rain down 18 more firebombs. The explosions turn the Mansfield highway into a chaotic scene of orange fire and black smoke. Zoom is forced to move at high speeds just to avoid being caught in the center of the blasts, but the sheer number of bombs makes it impossible for him to find a clear path. Then, you reveal your secret weapon. You reach for your belt and toss a Pokeball onto the icy road. In a flash of light, your ice bear appears. The scene, the ice bear roars, its breath turning into a thick mist in the cold air. You shout your command from above. Ice Ball! The bear begins to roll, gathering frost and snow from the frozen highway. Within seconds, it becomes a massive, high-speed boulder of solid ice, gaining power and size with every rotation. Zoom, distracted by the lingering fire and smoke, turns around just in time to see a 500-pound sphere of ice hurtling toward him like a freight train. Zoom. Asterisk, a beast? You think a primitive animal can. Crash! Zoom tries to vibrate through it, but because the ice ball is magically infused with your power, it clips his shoulder and sends him tumbling across the highway, crashing through a road sign. He's fast, but he's starting to get worn down by the constant combination of fire and ice.
You know what?
Zoom
I can back it up. I know. You know, I was thinking that magic. Back it up. It's magically infused because one of the magic superheroes, the characters I created, were his teammates / friends. They put a spell on to make him magically attached with their power. So that's why. Yeah.
slowly gets to his feet, his blue lightning flickering weakly. He looks up at you, then at the ice bear. He's looking desperate. He starts to vibrate his entire body, creating a sonic boom intended to shatter your ice bear's armor and knock you out of the sky. What do you do, Josiah? Do you and the ice bear perform a double team attack? Do you descend and finish him with your superhuman strength? Or is it time to show him a glimpse of the elemental overlord form?
Well, to answer, go up there. Number 3. I don't have the others. The other 2 heroes who did the fusion with him are not in this fight, so it won't be that. Anyway, as
that makes total sense. You need the full team for the elemental overlord form. But using the icy fusion disc to merge with your ice bear is a brilliant tactical move. As the disc glows with a blinding white light, you and the bear are pulled together into a singular, towering force of nature. You are now faster, stronger, and your icy aura is so cold that the fire from the bombs instantly turns into frozen soot. The attack. Zoom is still trying to recover from the sonic boom when he looks up and sees your new, fused form. He barely has time to gasp before you inhale and unleash a power wind blast. The wind isn't just air, it's filled with razor-sharp ice crystals and moving at hurricane speeds. Because you are fused with the ice bear, the blast has the weight of a mountain behind it.
Ooh.
The result, the blast hits Zoom like a physical wall. Since he's mid-vibration, the frozen wind disrupts his molecular frequency. He is lifted off his feet and sent flying backward down the Mansfield Highway, smashing through 3 concrete dividers before finally slamming into the side of an overturned semi-truck. Zoom is pinned against the metal, his legs frozen solid to the truck by the sheer force of your wintry gale. His blue lightning is sparking uncontrollably, but he can't move. Zoom, gasping. How is an ice warrior this strong?
Because he's made by a powerful person.
He's trapped and weakened. This is your chance to record an epic ending for your YouTube channel. How do you want to finish this, Miles? Do you deliver a final icy blow to knock him out for good? Do you use your HI-Tech genius, like John, to build a temporary speed force dampener to keep him trapped? Or do you have another secret move up your sleeve?
We'll see. All right, yo, let me see.
You descend from the sky, the icy fusion disc deactivating as you gracefully separate from your ice bear. With a practiced motion, you hold out the Pokeball. A beam of red light pulls the bear back inside for a well-deserved rest. The highway is a graveyard of ice and twisted metal. Zoom is slumped against the semi-truck, the frost on his mask cracking as he struggles to breathe. You walk up to him, your armor clinking with every step, and look down at the man who has spent lifetimes terrorizing the multiverse. Miles, you may have made Flash go crazy, but you won't do the same to me. Zoom's eyes widen. He tries to vibrate his way out of the ice, but he's too weak. You reach for a fresh Pokeball, one specially prepared for a high-level threat like a speedster. Zoom, asterisk. Wait. You can't. I am the shadow of the Speed Force. You can't contain. Click. The button hits his chest, and he is converted into pure red energy, sucked into the sphere. The Pokeball falls to the frozen Mansfield asphalt. Wobble, wobble. Wobble. Ding. The light goes dark. Zoom has been captured. The highway goes silent, the only sound being the wind whistling through the ice you created. You've done it, Josiah. Another legendary victory for Miles the Ice Warrior, following in the footsteps of your win against Doctor Strange. This is going to look incredible on your YouTube channel.
Go, Miles.
What do you want to do next? Do you want to head to a new location to find your next opponent? Do you want to check in with John the HI-Tech genius to see if he can help study Zoom's powers? Or should we fast forward to the future battle, where you might finally need the elemental overlord form?
Okay, as Miles.
After the battle, you pull out your HI-Tech cleaner broom. With a hum of advanced technology, it sweeps through the Mansfield Highway, dissolving the ice and clearing the debris in seconds, leaving the road looking like nothing ever happened. Perfect for making sure the authorities don't track you. You fly over to John's base. The doors hiss open, and John, the HI Tech genius, looks up from his latest project. You hand him the Pokeball containing Zoom. He nods respectfully, recognizing the power of the speedster you just took down, and places the ball into a high-security containment rack alongside your other defeated foes. Gemini's grade for Miles the Ice Warrior. Based on your performance in this battle, here is your official...
He's like, oh, here's my grade for the thing, by the way. Gemini say, here's my grade. Gemini can get his own grade. He's like, here, Joe, here's my grade.
Hero report. Combat strategy A+. Using the firebombs to scare a speedster was a brilliant psychological move. Most people try to use cold against speed, but by using fire, you forced Zoom to change his movement patterns and stay off balance. Power usage, S. The icy fusion disc was the highlight of the fight. Fusing with your ice bear to create a power wind blast showed that you know exactly when to escalate your power to end a fight quickly. Character and discipline, A. Your line to Zoom. You may have made Flash go crazy, but you won't do the same to me. Showed incredible mental strength. You didn't let his intimidation tactics work on you. Plus, cleaning up the highway afterwards shows you are a responsible hero. Final grade, 98%. Legendary tier. Note, you are building quite the collection of defeated villains. Between Doctor Strange and now Zoom, Miles is becoming one of the most feared warriors in your lore.
Ooh.
What's the next step for Miles? Would you like to see a scene where John analyzes Zoom's speed force to upgrade your armor? Or should we see what Gwen or Bruno are up to?
Actually, we might be able to see what Gwen's up to. Actually, next time will be I will let you know when I'm ready for that. Thanks for the fun. All right, because he might want to try to start it soon.
You're very welcome. That was an epic battle. Capturing a speedster like Zoom is no small feat, and Miles handled it like a pro. The image of a high-tech cleaner broom sweeping up a frozen highway is the perfect cool-down after such a high-stakes fight. I'll be ready whenever you are. Gwen has a great track record with those 2 wins over Raven, so I'm excited to see who her next opponent will be and how she handles the pressure. Whenever you're ready to record that next video for your YouTube channel, just let me know. Would you like me to brainstorm some potential opponents for Gwen while you wait, or should we keep it a surprise for next time?
Well, just think of some, and when I'm ready, I will. Gimme that you or something like that, but oh my God.
Starting December 1st, I'm going to be traveling around the entire globe, uploading 30 videos in 30 days. But if I miss a day in my channel, all of my videos get deleted forever. I think I'm lying. I gave my personal laptop and my password to Mr. Beast, who is dying to delete my channel. I literally have his YouTube channel, and I promise I will delete it if he skips one day. I have to upload 30 videos in 30 days. I lose everything.
I've got you covered. I'll keep these names tucked away in my memory bank so they're ready to go as soon as you say the word. Since Gwen is such a powerhouse, I've come up with a few villains that will really test her skills. Mirror Mastermind, a villain who can trap people inside a world of reflections where everything is backward. The Shadow Architect, someone who can turn Gwen's own shadow into a physical weapon against her. Nebula Nox, a cosmic sorceress who uses dark star energy to nullify gravity.
Ooh.
The Glitch Witch, a digital-based villain who tries to hack the reality around Gwen to make her powers malfunction. I'll keep these, and a few more surprises, ready for when you're ready to
More
start
surprises.
Gwen's next chapter. It's going to make for a great video. Is there a specific theme you want Gwen's next opponent to have, like magic, tech, or monsters? Or should I just surprise you?
Jess. So. Just surprise me, bro.
You've got it. I'll keep the mystery alive. I've locked those names and a few secret ones away in my database.
A free secret
Whenever you're
one.
ready to start the recording and step into Gwen's shoes, just give me the signal and I'll drop her right into the heart of the action with a brand new thread. It's going to be an awesome surprise for both you and your
Okay, hang on. Step in and just now jump over right in. So for you, for both you and your
YouTube audience. I'm ready when you are. Should we wrap things up for today, or is there anything else you want to check on at John's base before we head out?
I'm good.
Sounds good, Josiah. You've had a big day. Cleaning up the Mansfield Highway and successfully containing Zoom and John's base is a job well done. I'll be here whenever you're ready to switch over to Gwen for her next battle. I've got that surprise villain ready and waiting to see if she can keep her winning streak alive. Have a great time recording and editing for your channel. See you next time.
Wait, one more thing. You gotta get a picture of like Miles versus Zoom and stuff like that. Or a picture of Zoom and all that. Just get a picture of some of his battles in there and all that. You know, pretty much just get a thumbnail pretty much, y'all. So if you like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.